All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining me this morning. One of the most important interactions that can take place between two human beings is when one person is willing to come up alongside of another and help share the grief, the weight, the load of another. Surely you've experienced this, haven't you? It's a very precious thing because without these people in our life, we may not be able to stand up underneath the pressure and scrutiny of life. Trials come and go. Criticisms are leveled at us. We become hurt. We feel taken advantage of. Or perhaps someone that we care about has been harmed in some way. Finances are beyond our control. We're getting letters sent to us threatening us with all sorts of things. Or there are expectations and responsibilities thrown upon us that we figure are too great for us. And we mill these things over in our mind. We try not to complain, but we crack. And we end up verbalizing what we're feeling, or we show it in our expression. And thankfully, someone comes along and says, hey, what's wrong? What's wrong? Can I help? You want to tell me about it? And that's why I say it's precious. It's vitally important for human existence. Now, there is a difference, though, between sympathy and empathy. All right, I want to talk about that. There was a man named Frank McKinney Hubbard who was a cartoonist, a humorist, a journalist back in the early 1900s. Actually, Will Rogers said that he was America's greatest humorist. He introduced a cartoon character named Abe Martin in the Indianapolis News. Indianapolis is where I was born. He introduced Abe Martin in the Indianapolis News in 1904, carried on this character for quite a while. And Frank McKinney Hubbard said something very interesting. He said, a sympathizer is a fellow that's for you as long as it doesn't cost anything. Okay, let's start there. Now, when you are struggling with something and you need someone to talk to, and thankfully someone shows up, either you've solicited help or someone has read you, and or just found out in some way or another that you needed someone to talk to. So you've shared this thing with them, right? They hear you out. You feel good when you walk away, and that's important. That's good. That's not bad. Okay, I know probably what this sounds like. It feels like it's headed towards someplace negative, but that's not bad as long as you keep several things in mind. Okay? We can sometimes feel too good about sharing our grief with someone else, but we have to be careful, because a sympathizer is someone who seems invested in you, seems like they care, but they might or they might not. Sympathy is when you feel for someone. You're sensing the stress coming from someone else. You hear them out and you go, I really feel for you. This is where pity comes from. I feel for you, man. I know what you're going through. But they don't actually do anything. Now, you might feel like they have because they've heard you out, and because you have gotten this off your chest, you feel relieved. You walk away somewhat happier, a little bit lighter in your steps. And in some cases, not in all cases, and maybe not even in most cases, that person may turn around and hurt you later by talking about you. And they can do that because they didn't really give anything to you, because it didn't cost them anything. And if you would have wanted more from them, they would have said, listen, I hear you. I don't know what to do to help you, but I got to get going. All right? It sounds something like that, right? Or they might say, call me anytime, but they're just never available. Or I'll check in on you later, but they never do. Okay? And you think to yourself, I thought they cared. They were sympathizing with you. And it's easy to do. Sympathy is easy because it doesn't cost anything. Empathy is a completely different matter. Empathy is it's not when you feel for someone, it's when you feel with someone. Okay? And they are willing to pay a cost to participate with you in this. They will actually do something to help ease your burden. They will come up alongside you and say, what can I do? They will make themselves available. And they are not beyond arm's reach. Okay? They are legitimately there to help you. They will not talk about you behind your back. They will not use it as conversation fodder with someone else. And you will walk away with a more meaningful relationship with that person than you will with a sympathizer. Because it's going to become quite evident that they actually do care about you. Now, it's not always wrong to sympathize with somebody, okay? It's not always wrong. So please understand me out. I'm not saying that to sympathize with other people is wrong. I'm just asking you to understand the difference between the two. There is a proper time when you should only offer sympathy. You should be able to learn how to read people well enough to know that if you give too much to them, the person looking for someone to help them, could take advantage of you. You know people like that, right? They're very self-centered. They always have a problem going on. They always need someone to talk to. And I've been that person before. I will admit it. I have been that person before, and I'm not proud of it. I look back and shame about it. But as I get to be older and wiser about things, I've learned to recognize that in myself and push that to the side and be more interested in other people. See, some people who look for sympathy are the same people who are not willing to give it when it's needed. Okay? And those are the people that you only give sympathy to and not empathy. There are some people you need to keep at arm's length. Okay? So there are two sides to this. The giving and the receiving. If you need to receive, if you are going through something and you want to be on the receiving end, it's better to have someone who empathizes with you, someone who shares your pain, your grief, and your burden with you. But don't take advantage of those people, by the way. Okay? If you're receiving, don't take advantage of them. Be considerate. Okay? Because they might have other people in their life too. But understand and learn how to recognize the sympathizer. He listens to you or she listens to you. They seem interested in you. But there should be little signs that tell you that they're not all bought in. Okay, you can usually see it in their eyes. Their expediency in creating distance between you and them. Their unavailability. But like I said, there are times you need to be the sympathizer or the empathizer, and you need to know how to wield both of these relational skills wisely. Okay? Don't take advantage of people either way, because it's easy to do, and this is where people get caught. I've heard so many stories about people who have shared with others and then been duped by the personality or the perceived care that someone was willing to give. If this video has struck a chord with you and you can relate to what I'm talking about, please leave a comment down below and tell me how. Share your thoughts, your experiences, and your opinions with me and other people who will read your comments. We might learn something from them. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. It really helped me out a lot. It doesn't cost you anything. All you have to do is hit that little red button and like the video. Share this with others. And if you want to show your thanks in a tangible way, I'll leave a link down below. You can donate to this channel. Now, if you're wondering what I have in my beard today, I'm actually using Husky Beard and Grooming's Midnight Charmer Beard Oil. The scent profile to this is sweet tobacco and melon. Just imagine that. This is great stuff. And I'm also using their Midnight Charmer Beard Butter. Now, if you're interested in that, and they have a lot to offer, I'll leave a link down below for you to click on. You can use my code Boswell15. It'll save you 15%. All orders over $50, shipping is free. You can't beat it. I think you're going to find something you like, whether you have a beard or not, because you might know somebody who has a beard who would like these as a gift, and you can't miss. All right. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to the next time I get to talk to you. I hope you have a great day. Be wise.